Hey folks, Papa Boris here, finishing up this run of Steel Judoka. We've got the overpowered wind torrent that I never ended up using, but let's see which of these last two islands we want to do. We got our Fire Immune Scion. Don't mind the boss, don't mind the starfish, but the spiders are a big pain. So let's take a look at this one, the Armored Scion. Better enemies, but those are all 3 health or more enemies with armor. It's a bit scary. I mean, how much? It's really just a matter of like everything about this is better except for the spider. All right, we'll just deal with the spiders. Hopefully, we'll be able to avoid them and beat the missions. Okay, so interesting layout here. To get to this mission with the power core, we have to either take this suboptimal mission or this one. Anyway, we're not going to be able to get 2 stars and everything. It's weird. There's actually only 3 2-star missions here. So when you have a situation like this, it is worth considering the 1-star mission if you're going to have to, get missions that only have a star. The power is not that big of a deal, like the 1 grid defense. So a 1-star mission is about as good as a 1-star with power. I'm not a super huge fan of killing 7 enemies. That's the only issue. Here we have defend the train, and here we've got the X-Ax and the coal plant. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the coal plant and the sacks. The lightning storm is nice. Sometimes you get lucky and get a free kill. We got a spider. So these spiders are a giant pain in the ass, but the one thing is that they do only have 2 movement. And so it's worth looking at the enemy order here. This thing's actually going before this mosquito and before this beetle. And so that means that it can only shoot down this lane and down this lane, which means unfortunately, yeah, actually I can't, no, I cannot make everyone free. So there's this spot that's safe and there's this spot that's safe. Every other spot is not safe. Because it can always go 1, 2 and shoot an egg up here. We'll have the science mech be out here because the science mech does have the wind turbine thing that you can use from anywhere on the map. And I'm going to put it here instead of here, so if I need to go left, you can do that. Of course, I probably am not going to go left because of this sack that would bump into a building, but let's see how this goes. All right, we're going to get a pod here, hopefully. The map is definitely not great, and we have a spider. Oh, wow, we're going to get a free kill on the sack. Are we going to... Yep, you're going to web me. Great, thanks for that, jerk. Okay. This thing is actually going to kill the time pod if I don't take care of it right now. Okay, so I think this might be time for a run of our turret. If I push down, it does kill this mosquito here. And it would cause this thing to back off into a lightning storm, although the lightning storm would happen first. And it would cause this sack to no longer be in a lightning storm. But I think this is really good. It's going to kill one of the sacks, the spider web, the mosquito, and damage the spider. I mean, that's good stuff. Okay, so now you need to move so you don't get zapped. And what can we do? Can't shoot the mosquito with the Gemini missile because that would push it into a building, but we can just damage it and push it off to the side. I mean, it's not even doing anything here. I guess what I could do is maybe just flip this thing. Oh, that actually kills it. Wait. What I should be doing, I guess then, is just shooting this thing off into the water. Now let's just take advantage of my opener trait to just kill the mosquito. Okay, well that was good. Very good wind turbine. That was way more powerful than what the science mech could have normally done. So now we're going to suffer the mild inconvenience of whatever this spider wants to do. And of course 2 new enemies. Protect the time pod. Why is the time pod dead? Why is the time pod dead? Was there a lightning on the time pod? Oh my god, there was lightning on the time pod, wasn't there? That must be what it is. No, it's not. It's because I shot this square and shot the beetle into the water, which damaged and killed the time pod, and I just didn't notice it. Could have left this thing alone, but instead I just blew it up. All right, cool. So, what do we have going on here? Well, this thing is going to get zapped, but unfortunately my person is kind of worthless here. I could shoot the square with artillery to kill the sack and the spider. That would let this thing move. What am I doing with this move? I mean, I could block a spawn, hit the starfish. But then this starfish is actually a problem. You can move. Spider's gonna die, which is great. I could wind turbine down. No, I don't want to wind turbine down. That would put the starfish here. It would hurt this building. These other starfish are still hurting buildings. Yeah, we got a real problem. I think this is maybe the time for the Gemini missiles. The question is, which one of these do I Gemini? I could do this. Well, it's a move, but then it doesn't die. It actually would survive because I never upgraded the damage. Okay, if I go here and do this Gemini, it kills the spider. Starfish moves down. It's still not great, though, because this thing is stuck and can't do anything from here. Crud. Okay. If I do this weird Gemini move, where I push the starfish down, and then my guy becomes free, can I use this to deal with the situation? Well, I could have it kill the starfish, and I could have Science Mech do a pull, but the problem is on this little one, it doesn't actually... I can't actually do anything about it. Oh, but I could pull this one into the water. Alright, so as weird as that is, I think this is the move. So we do that. We come up here, taking advantage of our ability to move through enemies to just kill that starfish. And then you are not blocking a spawn. You're going into the water. Sploosh. Oh man, I can't believe I shot the time pod. So we're not getting a bonus at the end of this island. And I'm also missing out on a power core, just great. But hopefully we'll have enough power cores at the end anyways to, you know, get everybody's movement and health upgrades and finish upgrading the wind turbine and the Gemini missile. Alright, once again, we've got this situation. I think a judicious... Oh man, this is going to be a very good wind turbine. So we're going to go this way. After you move, I guess you need to move what? Here. And then we're going to go this way. And that will kill everything. Except for, I guess, the spider doesn't die. But that's fine. So you're going to repair yourself so you can block a spawn. This will get lightninged. And you can just zap the spider. And that's that. Pretty nice, though, that this egg sac also splooshed into the water. As a little bonus. Alright, so we got a mosquito for our final mission, or our final turn. You're going there. Alright, I'm not going to think about this too much. Let's just do that. And this. And this. Alright, well, tough start on this one. Because my brain let me down. I mean, I could have just let that beetle be. It wasn't hurting anything. I guess I couldn't have shot here. That would have also killed the time pod. Maybe there's some move where I picked up the time pod? Not sure. But yes, I guess the wind turbine is a pretty good counter to the spider sacs because it lets you move away. So here we have the spider again. It is moving after the beetle, so it can go up here. One thing I often forget is if the spider is able to move up, it can throw webs laterally, so these two spots are not safe, but this spot is safe. This spot is safe. And then we'll, you know, bait the spiderling with this. Oh my god, I have another time pod. Alright, I wonder if I'll blow this one up somehow. Ooh, the starfish blocks... Oh no, the spider could still go down here. Which it did. Oh god. Excuse me. I'm fighting off a death cold over here. Okay. So, I think this is a logical way to first use this terraformer. I don't see any way to get this beetle in it, so we'll just do this. And then kind of see where we're at. If I do this, it'll just kill it. Alright, and we'll just do that. That does mean that two enemies are going to spawn, but that's fine. Let's get you in a slightly better position, kill off the egg. And I guess you can actually block a spawn. Hey, cash out that shield. Nice. Alright, beetle's a pretty good thing to spawn. I can't kill it with the terraformer because you need to terraform in 4 different directions. I could go here and flip it, and it'll die to the fire, which is actually pretty good. This way it blocks a spawn. I can terraform in, let's say, this direction, which seems like it's going to be the least likely to have enemies in it. You can continue blocking a spawn. You can get into position. And that's that. I do want this to die to fire so that Bethany gets experience. She's the only one who's not max level yet. Starfish is good. The land enemies are always great. Not getting any more spiders. That's terrific. Okay, well, this is pretty good. So this starfish is wasting its attack. I can't actually put it here to block a spawn because it'll destroy the time pod. Gotta think about the time pods, kids. Can't flip it here because it'll kill the terraformer. Okay, so we'll just do this. And then can't use a Gemini missile because that'll kill my own guy. Oh, wait a minute. This does work. This flip, because it damages this square, and that's whatever, that sandy square, so it cancels the attack. Ha! Alright, a genius is me. Alright, so we'll go there. Yeah. Okay, our final shot needs to be downward. Just a little 1 health spider. Okay. Well, I think for this pretty easy move, we're going to give the experience to Bethany, this 1 experience, and then shoot in our final direction. And that's that. Alright, so I actually got a power core, which is great. Lots of things I want with this. An extra star. How cool. Invulnerable. Does not die when mech is defeated. Well, that might be relevant. You know, you never want it to be relevant, but I guess it could be. So, I think 2 uses on this has been okay. Let's get a bonus move on that. Let's get our power core. It's a tough one. Destroying the mountains and killing enemies is tough. So always think about the spider. The spider can go up and shoot spiders laterally. It can also shoot here, here, or any of these 3 spaces. It's actually a pretty good starter, as long as you don't fall for the trap of putting people in the front row, because you forget about the lateral spider shots. You're good to go. In fact, this is even safe. This is safe, and this is safe. So now no one's getting webbed. There are 5 enemies on the field, 3 of which are alphas, which is a little bit scary. Kind of makes me wonder if maybe I should have upgraded those Gemini missiles. Ooh, this looks really rough. Well, the one thing is I don't need to worry about the spider right now. So the question is there something I can do that would be, you know, helpful? If this beetle could go here, it would be great, because it would then kill the mosquito, back up into a wall, or a mountain, which would destroy one of the mountains I need. And that would be good. The question then is, can I deal with the starfish and this mosquito? Well, it would need to be with an artillery shot, like this. So you could flip the mosquito, and then you... shoot, this is the tricky one. I would need to pull the starfish down. Yeah, there's really weirdly no way to do it, because this beetle's going to be sitting here, so I can't pull the mosquito into it. I mean, I could wind turret if I push it and then wind turret down. It's a little bit inelegant, but it does fix all the problems. The starfish would do that. Yeah, okay. So let's do that, I guess. It's probably not ideal, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, I could also Gemini these 2, have the mosquito kill this. And then, yeah, whatever. All right, so we'll shoot here. Then you need to move so you don't wind torrent down into this building. So let's put you here. Wind torrent down. Let's see what this looks like. So starfish going to kill the mountain, and so is the mosquito, so it's a little bit of overkill. This thing kills the mosquito. Actually, the mosquito doesn't attack, so it is good the starfish kills the mountain because the mosquito's going to die. And then you're just free to do whatever. Awkwardly, you cannot flip the spider onto any squares. So I could either kill the mosquito or I could block a spawn. I could also kill the starfish. I guess I'll kill the mosquito because it is a flyer. Waste of my opener bonus, but that's fine. I don't mind. I guess maybe in this mission it makes sense not to block the spawn. It is a kill enemies mission, so you got to be a little bit careful about that. I believe the spiders do not actually count as enemies. So you have to be careful. Scion is great. It's a freebie. Wasting attack. Great. Not quite a waste. It's that. There's that building here. And then, of course, the spider's not a waste. And then that spider up there. Oh, Jesus. It's just... The longer you keep Mama Spider alive, the worse and worse it gets. Okay, so... Can't kill you because I'm not opener bonused anymore. I gotta deal with this spider and this starfish. So those are the two critical things that need to happen. I can't flip the starfish in any way. I'd love to push the starfish into the mountain with the wind turret, but that would also push the spider in there. If I pull down with the wind torrent, this spider goes down here, and it would hurt this. If I go up with the wind torrent, I believe the way the rules work would actually free me to move, although it doesn't matter because I would have already used this, so it doesn't actually help. I could actually flip the Mama Spider, pull it with the Gravwell, but then my artillery can't deal with the the spider and this at the same time. And my wind turret cannot deal with the starfish. If it goes up, it hits this building. If it goes down, it hits the building. And if it goes up, it pushes into a mountain but doesn't quite die. Crud. Actually, how am I even dealing with the starfish? No one can deal with the starfish unless you push kill it or shoot a Gemini missile at it. Okay, I guess we'll push kill the starfish. And lame as it is, I don't think I've got anything better than just this spider. And then you, I suppose, should just do the wind torrent down. Oh no, because that would kill my artillery. It would land in the fire. And you are not invulnerable. Ah, dang! It would have been nice because if I had done that, the spider would have blocked a spawn. And I can't go left so that this thing bumps into the mountain because then that would hurt this building. Okay, so you're doing nothing. It looks like you cannot target things adjacent to you with the Gravwell. No point in moving the spider. Okay. It's probably not an optimal turn. I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that I still have to kill 3 enemies. And we still have Mama Spider afoot, and 2 enemies are spawning. Okay, at least these are land enemies. So there's that. That could be potentially helpful. Ah, this is very annoying. It prevents me from flipping the spider. Oh, God, this is just getting out of control. Okay, luckily that's one wasted attack. Okay, I can't wind turbine down because this spider would bump into the building. I can't wind turbine left. I could turbine to the right, but this thing would still be hitting a building. So I might be at the point where I need to accept the fact that I'm going to have to take some grid damage. I mean, if I get rid of the spider, then I could turbine down. Where would you stand? I guess you could stand here. Like this. Or maybe, why don't you just go here and do this? Oh, because then this guy would still be stuck in place. Yeah. Okay. Let's go here. Kill the spider. Which does not count as a kill. You need to somehow deal with the starfish. I feel bad wind turbining down because I love the idea of this thing backing up onto the spawn, but I think it's just not really going to work. Although, if I go down, this thing's still going to bump into a building, unfortunately. But alright, I think I'm at the point where there's no way I can get a perfect outcome. So, let's just accept defeat here. Let's turbine down. Notice how even though the spider stayed adjacent to me, it still unwebs me. And then you are doing what? Tragically, you can't flip this guy from here because there's a building in the way. So this is the reason why the prime mech is good to have some kind of alternate weapon. It's just very limiting sometimes with the flip. I guess we'll just kill the starfish. Alright, so I'm a little nervous about it. We are taking a power grid damage. We're spawning another enemy. There's a spider and Mama Spider still gonna... Oh god, is Mama Spider gonna shoot here? I could have positioned this much better. Yeah. And we can't use the wind turbine anymore because I chose not to upgrade the wind turbine. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, this is going to be an absolute dumpster fire here. The good news is I've already failed. I'm already not going to get this mission completed. Oh, Christ, this is a disaster. So, the problem is, this is the most important thing, but I need to get rid of the spider. I can't wind turbine. Man, you're going to die here. I really needed a wind turbine. Ugh, okay, so I guess we... What, do I Gemini? That doesn't actually help the situation. And this doesn't help either, because this thing doesn't have anything to push into. Alright, I think I don't have a choice. I gotta free my guy from death. And then, I guess we'll just Gemini for the hell of it. And now, yeah, we're failing the mission. Shoot. Well, maybe there's some way I missed to get out of that situation, but... It sucks that I'm losing this power core and taking grid damage and that I'm one enemy short. I maybe should have thought about that a little bit more, but wow, God, that was... See, this is why, though, I probably shouldn't have gone to this map. These spiders, the mama spiders, they are such a problem. But if I had put my power core into the infinite wind turbine thing instead of into bonus movement for my artillery, I would have been able to maybe do a move with the wind turbine in the last mission. Okay, well, loving the fact that this is going to be one of like the most embarrassing runs I've ever had in the history of this channel, but hopefully we can kind of squeak through the final mission somehow or other. I've lost a time pod on this level. I've also, what was it? Oh yeah, I lost another time pod in the last one. I missed a star. It's just all kinds of problems here, man. Alright, so what can we do here? I can just move everything that way to free my artillery. Yeah, let's start there. I think we'll just do it and then kind of see where everyone's at. In fact, I don't even need to free the artillery. I could just step here and do this to kill Mama Spider and that spider. Now this thing's about to flip into the way of the train, so I do need to kill it. Blorp. Okay. Well, as far as train missions go, it's a pretty good first move. So we have a 1 health spider, another 1 health spider, 2 new enemies spawning. One scary thing is if something jumps back here, it can be a little bit difficult to deal with, but the starfish can't do that. Tremendous. That spider actually wasted its attack, which is great. I wish that had happened more often in the last level. Okay. So if we wind turbine left, it would kill the spider. The starfish would stay put because it would bump into the spider, and this starfish would stay put. If I wind turbine down, this starfish wastes its attack. This one would still be attacking this building, but I could flip it over and cancel its attack. Okay, I'm not going to think about it too much. Let's just do that. So we wind turbine down. You come here. You flip the big starfish. And, oh, this spawn doesn't actually get blocked. So I could either... No, if I shoot here, it pushes my guy into a building. Okay. So yeah, I think we will kill the starfish then, just to kill it. I could, of course, have killed the spider, but I'm going to estimate that the 1 health starfish is a bigger deal than a 1 health little spider. We do have 3 enemies spawning here. Luckily, it's a defend the train mission, so there's only 1 more turn left on it. Okay. Spider does not waste attack this time. Starfish does not waste attack. Cyan is a freebie. Beetle standing right in the way. And Mosquito does not waste its attack. Ooh. Now, am I allowed to shoot the train? That would hurt the train, unfortunately. Yeah, it would kill the train. That would have been a good shot to take. Actually, no, this thing would still have been in the way of the train. Okay. Well, we don't have any more wind turbines. So the key things here are this, which hits the train, this, which hits the train, and then this, it sucks, it takes 2 grid damage, but it's just grid damage, and then we got the spider for 1 grid damage. So if I Man, I can't... If I pull the starfish up, it hurts this building, but that's just 1 damage. It sucks to make a move to save the train that still causes grid damage, but that might be the best that I can do. Because I can't shoot this square since that still hits the train with my artillery. Okay, so we'll do this. Wait, does this kill me? No, I survive thanks to armor. So we're going to pull that away from the building. We'll... Wait, I had the Gemini missiles. Hang on a second. That might be important. Yes, so this takes care of the mosquito and the starfish. Aha. Okay, now you can do that, which actually kills the mosquito and itself. And then you can just pull the spider off the building. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Gemini missiles. Oh, you won there. That saved some grid damage. And got Bethany some more experience. Alright, well, time for the boss fight. We'll at least get up to 8 stars, which with some of the bonus stars I have will allow me to get 3 power cores. Spider positioning tough here. No place is safe. So what I guess I'm going to do is just, I don't know, hope the spider chooses to go for the science mech. Or that the artillery mech can still do something useful from this spot if it gets webbed. Nope, this might be the worst possible outcome. Yikos. Alrighty. Well, so let's take a look at our wind turbine options. If I swing left, it's actually pretty good. It moves the spider in the path of the boss. The boss gets hurt against this mountain. This spider gets hurt as well. Okay, I think that's it. Do I want to shoot the boss here? Wait, actually a left shot, kind of awkward. The spider would still be hitting the thing. If I swing to the right, it stops this spider. It doesn't do anything about this, unfortunately. Or the firefly. Like, it just doesn't really do anything over here. It'd be nice if there's some way that I could, like, get this firefly to kill Mama Spider. I can Gemini missile to push this into a mountain and kill Mama Spider that way. Okay, I think we're going to try this. So what I'm going to do is go here, Gemini. Actually, wait, does this make more sense? Like this? No, then what I need to do is I need to go here, then go to the left, like this. The shield is actually quite useful here. It's preventing death. Then we Gemini to kill Mama Spider. And we flip kill this spider. And the spiderling saves the building. And now we have this spider still to deal with and 2 new enemies spawning. But I'm hoping we get a chance to, you know, attack this thing with a flip. It's my highest damage thing. Be nice to actually flip it into this lane, because it's an empty lane. Starfish obliges. Excellent. And I really wish I had another use of Gemini missiles. Oh, I do, because I'm conservative. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so I can kill the spider and the mosquito, and the starfish is wasting its attack. Okay, I'm not going to think about it too much. Let's just do it. And then you can do... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, it cancels the attack. Perfect. Because it was... Once this thing moves, it was going to kill my artillery, but the attack canceling is nice. I should have moved first. But I am just going to gamble that my reset is more valuable than blocking an enemy spawn. We'll see if that's true or not. Okay, 2 land enemies that are pretty slow. The starfish is the scariest thing up here just because it's close to the buildings. These beetle and starfish aren't really doing anything. Alright, well, keeping it simple then, let's kill that starfish. And, I mean, I really want to be blocking spawns. This is nothing because of my armor. That gets down to 1 HP. Can we do some wind turbine move like this? Or this? This does hurt itself. Oh, man, I should have moved here if I had enough movement. It's still worth it. I'm going to do it. Because it goes down to 1 hit point after blocking the spawn, but that's the last round of spawns, so we just have this mosquito and that's it. Okay, so I think we can get experience on my science mech by doing this. And that's that. So Bethany did not quite level up. If I'd been a little bit more optimal about my experience gains, I could have had her leveled up going into the final mission, which is relevant if she gets something like bonus mech reactor. But I don't think it's worth going and doing another island. So let's sell off everything that we're not using. Now we can do this. And I can sell off something and buy another power core, but I don't want to lose Henry. I don't want to lose the conservative thing here. I could sell off this, but let's see. Is there anything worth it? This is actually pretty good. Let me do stuff. This is not bad. Oh, man. That's a good one as well. The problem is I just don't have enough power cores. I could like basically spend 3 power cores to make this a push, and then I'm not getting any of the other power cores that I'm wanting. And I don't want to do a 4th island. Alright, let's get it. Wait, no, if I get that, then what am I getting rid of? Right, that's silly. Okay, so we have to undo all. Okay, so we do this, we sell, we sell, we sell, we sell, and if I do this, I'm getting rid of the passive. I'm going to rue it so hard if I end up really wishing I had that passive. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to sell the passive. Over here, we're going to invest that there. And why do I have a power core? Oh, because there's a power core powering up my Vec passive. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess we'll get some extra health. Over here, let's get the extra use and damage. And over here, let's get unlimited uses. And we can buy some health. Maybe it'd be smart to do a 4th island. But let's see if we can finish this up. So we have Scorpion Boss, which is fine. Really happy to see it's back here so I can put things in normal places. Put two of my mechs together to try to bait the Hornet. And I'm happy to see no Mama Spider. Actually, I'm not sure if Mama Spiders can be present on the final island. I believe I read somewhere that like there's limits to what enemies can appear. Pretty good pylon placement, honestly. There's 3 here, but these other 4 are very far away from anything, so it's pretty good. Hornet wastes its attack. Beetle is actually also wasting its attack. It's going to charge into the lava. Okay, so lots of different options. I could just Gemini missiles. Then the Scorpion would kill the charger, push it into the water. If I wind turbine, the Scorpion would be down here. The Scorpion would be here. I mean, I have unlimited use of the wind turbine, so like I might as well. I could just punch this thing, kill it. I have opener. It's a bit of a waste of that. It'd be nice to be able to block some spawns, is the thing. Okay. Let's not do with the Gemini missiles what can be done with Wind Torrent. So we Wind Torrent there. We go here and we punch. This thing still ends up charging into the water. And then you... I mean, what are we doing? Got 3 uses of the Gemini missiles. I could have Gemini'd first and then punch. No, I want the spawn to be blocked. Can't really block this spawn. So yeah, it feels a little weird, but I got 3 uses of these Gemini missiles. I might as well just like somewhat frivolously use them up. Weirdly, I can't get this Hornet. It hurts the power core, or I have to turn on fire. There's this. And this thing is going to get pushed away. Okay, so we'll just shoot the Hornet dead. I'm doing it for the 4 damage, basically. Okay, so we're going to have 4 enemies. 2 of which are Scorpions, which is a little bit scary. But we have the Wind Torrent, which gets rid of the webbing, which is nice. This Fireball is a bit of a whiff, unfortunately. Ah, the Hornet being there is really annoying. Because I can't wind down now. I also can't wind left. Okay, so what am I doing with my life? I could go here. Punch this thing to death. Yeah, let's start there. You're webbed. And I actually can't get over here to pull this thing. Or over here to pull it the other way. Oh, well, I could just kill it. Alright, I could just do this. Yeah, so we could just do that to kill it. You are unfortunately not blocking any... I'm not blocking any spawns with this move. And the blobber is still here. These blobbers are not nearly as annoying as the spiders, though, because the blobs don't web. So we're going to have a blob and 3 enemies to deal with. Digger, Scary Scion has to be dealt with because my mech is at 1 hit point. Blobber's going there. This thing actually ends up getting blocked, which is great. Hornet. Okay, so down Wind Turbine seems like a decent move here. Right. If I do down, this thing explodes harmlessly. I need to get rid of the Scion, because the Scion happens before the environment, and it happens also before this thing explodes. So I do need to kill this, absolutely. Okay. I think we'll just go here. Oh god, I forgot that Jesus. I forgot that I took the upgrade off of that. Okay. So I need to punch it to kill it. Then you can do this. And then you need to move. And I guess the most dangerous thing we got here is this blobber. So again, not blocking any spawns. But such is the way of life when you have the wind power at your service. You know, you can kind of pretty much not worry about any situation since you can always just move the entire board. I don't know why it's an unlimited number of uses for one power core. That's very strange. I feel like one more use for one power core would still have been very strong. Okay, so this thing actually chooses to waste its attack instead of going after this. Hornet's gonna die. This thing is wasting its attack, and this thing is wasting its attack, and that thing is gonna die. Wow, well, pretty lucky with the fireballs here. Do I need to do anything? Ah, oh, got the +3 grid def. Woo! All right, so I can't Gemini missile this because of the power core there. Also can't target this square because I can't get around to it. Hilarious. I think I'm just gonna do nothing. Yeah. Everyone's at max experience. Nothing matters, and there's no threat to the grid. But I'm sure even if the fireballs hadn't been here, I could have done something. I could have, you know, flipped the Hornet over and shot the Scorpion over and been fine. Yep, no regrets about selling off the Vec damaging each other passive. So let's see what we got here. Scorpion's gonna die. The crab. I call these scarabs even though they're crabs, and the other enemy, which are scarabs, I call crabs. Because the basic version seems more like a crab to me. I don't know why that is. Pylon placement not as lucky here. Especially if this digger worms its way into this spot. But there's only 4 enemies. We got wind. Feeling pretty good about it. Let's see what these enemies decide to do. Hornet basically wastes its attack. This thing can take 2 damage. You do not waste your attack. Crab is not wasting. And then so this is a scarab, and this is a crab. But I call these crabs. They're just both crabs to me. All right, so I can't Gemini missiles because that would bump this and this both into power cores. I can't get this thing down here. Looks like wind up is pretty good. It prevents this from... Yeah, wind up is the answer. Unfortunately, I can't like get here, which would have winded up into this and block a spawn. But I want to try to block spawns if I can. The main issue is from here, this thing can't reach it. So I can only block 1 spawn, unfortunately. but I will do that. I think it's worth blocking a spawn. So we do this. Okay, now you're dead, you're harmless, and you're harmless. So the question is, what am I doing with my life? And I think the most dangerous enemy is the digger. So we'll use one of my Gemini shots to kill it dead. And pass. This is pretty good. So we kill the leader. There's one enemy and 2 spawns. And then this is going to be a spawn point, but it will be clawed away. That's why I really like to start with a spawn block in the first round if possible. You get a free spawn block the second round as well. We can ignore the Scion for 1 turn because the bomb took no damage and none of my people are at just 1 health. Okay, I can actually block a spawn, but I can't hit you in any way. Can I? No, you can't Gemini missiles like that diagonally. This thing is wasting its attack, but I can't really do anything with it. Can't, like, hurt it that much. If I could have gotten here, actually, it would have been handy. I mean, I could pull it and Gemini missile it, but then it doesn't die. Well, okay, if I wind torrent it, if I do a wind torrent this way, then the rock moves. This thing is gonna not be a problem, and then I can Gemini missile this up into the mountain. Okay, so I just need to kill the Scion first, so that it doesn't bump into this. There's no real good place I can position myself. Just want to make sure I don't die. Okay, now you can sneak in here. Actually, do I care about killing the Firefly? I could just block a spawn. Yeah, I want to kill the Firefly because, I mean, at the end of the day, a spawn might not even necessarily be an alpha. I'm not sure if all the spawns are guaranteed to be alphas in the final mission. Maybe they all are. I'm not sure. But I might get something that's not as big of an issue. These 2 scarabs are actually blocked in, which is interesting. Okay, so this one's attack is wasted. This one's attack is, of course, not, because there's a pylon, tragically, in the way for it to shoot. Wind is not going to kill. If I wind this, it's going to go up, but then this one also goes up and it takes over this one's job. If I wind up against the wall, well, that is better because the Hornet whiffs and this Hornet also whiffs. Okay, so I guess I'll do that. I can't block a spawn, unfortunately, but... Oh, wait. If I wind up against the wall, the bomb moves into a Cylon. Okay. Very well, then. I suppose, I wish I could move 1 more square up so I could Gemini missile the Scarab into its buddy. Well, if I pull this rock out, then I can do that. But the problem is that then there's 2 Hornets that are threatening the grid, and I can only deal with 1 of them. Crud. Is this really a situation where I can't actually stop all the threats? It might be. Okay, what I'm going to do then is just go here. Actually, why would I go there? I can just stay where I am. That's fine. We'll punch this Hornet to death. We will... Oh, I can't Gemini missile that Hornet. No, I can. I can go like this. Not here, because this is a death square. Gemini missile. Oh, right, but then that bumps into the... Frickin'. Ugh. Nah, if I'm doing that, that seems bad. Okay, what if I go here? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here. I'm just going to pull my person. Go up here. Gemini missile. And yes, it's sad that I took power grid damage. There might have been some 9,000 IQ move. Or heck, 0 IQ move that I just missed because I'm bad. That would have allowed me to save these 2 grid. But you know what? That's why we got the health. So all we have to do now is just hold the fort. And everything's fine. Alright. I think we're good to go here. So you need to move and wind torrent this way. Nothing gets hurt. This thing dies. This thing waste its attack, so I just need to hurt that thing, which I can do. Oh, no more Gemini missiles. Hilarious. Okay, well, we can kind of step here and shoot like this, and then you step aside. And that's that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I can't wait to see you again soon for what I'm sure is going to be another dumpster fire run, since this concludes the 5 of the 8 original squads that I really like. The other 3 are, you know, they can be fun, but I would say I'm not as big a fan of them, so we'll see what those runs are like. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.